Okay, everybody, welcome back to the chat. We're going to be getting started here in just a moment. So about 17 more minutes. World is already loaded. Everything's almost there. As a note, the bot might be a little broken. I'm not 100% sure if it'll work. I'm hoping it does. The tool I use, streamer.bot, it got a huge update, which is awesome. It also has some issues with it that might come up. I'm not sure. It seems like they did a pretty good job of making sure nothing broke when you update, but we'll see. So, see you guys in just a little bit, and I will see you guys soonish. Hold on, how are you hearing the voice mod? You cannot hear my Discord join. You can hear me and voice mod. How are you hearing both? I literally have... What did I just say? Also, hello, Nate. And the voice mod thing that you heard was that. Oh, what it is I adjusted my mix, so... I don't like that it makes a sound when it turns on. But if I adjust my mix, it's like 30% me
and then 50% the voice. And so I can
adjust it, like if I only want a little bit.
Or if I want the full thing, and I can make it pitched up really high, or make it go down low. So yeah, it was intentional. That actually sounds good. The thing is, this is one of their basic ones too. Too deep? Okay, we can try, let's try like 20. Check. Baby shark do 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 do, baby shark do 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 do. But one of the things is this is one of their basic ones. I'm gonna go to one of the AI things. Oh, they have ones for Elon Musk and Zuckerberg, so we're gonna see how this works. I love how we're reading
this sound. Just an advice. Elon Musk on everything. Like it's so rainy. The noise reduction, let's try that. Oh. Ooh. Okay. I like so excited sing it all. Oh my gosh. Look at age. I like it. I'm getting close. I'm stuff turned off, so. Yeah, no, this is really bad. Even that's one of the basic.
It's like this is a proto effect. With a little bit of more of my voice in it, I believe. Let's turn the chitter down. I don't like the chitter. Let's try turning up the tone. Okay. Down. Yeah. Why are you laughing and crying? You know, we're gonna just go to just chatting and play for a little bit. That's what we're gonna do. We're playing it by ear now, people. This stream's about to get interesting because I have no clue what's going on and the sun is in my eyes. What happens? So if I turn the chair off, that's what it sounds like. I have the chair up. Ugh. Okay, space. Space. Oh, Prince Lightning! We're playing with my voice mod.
Hello?
That's what we're doing. This has nothing to do with the stream. I am being a moron for the next little bit, okay? And the only reason we're going on just chatting is so that if, Mother Ern or Ernest, clips, it's not a clip of the starting screen.
Radio Demon? Ooh. This sounds like, the one time I played COD on, the DS. Ooh, evil. Evil? Does it have, like, a background effect? No, I don't like that. You're stupid. Go jump off a cliff.
DC COD is good. What? Okay, that's weird.
What happens if I
Put the mix 375. COD might. Yeah.
let's fix this up? What happens?
That here. Okay, background effects off. I don't like your background effects. So I just
What happens if we have the cosmic horror all the way up? Ew.
no. I hate that. I know y'all are all like, why is he doing this? Let's see more. Have a good rest of your day, Prince. We will be getting back to the regularly scheduled programming, but again, I'm goofing off and I'm having fun. My viewers might not be, but I'm really liking this one. Duplicate, and then I want to rename this. How do I rename this guy? I want to favorite it, and then I want to rename it. There we go. Deep voice. This is an AI effect, actually. I guess it is like mimicking Elvis. Okay, have a good rest of your night, Mother Cern. I hope your D&D match goes well. That's not the...
Cop. Oh! Ah! Cathedral. Others. This is good for like a... I hate you. You stupid Mike. Shut up! I am definitely not clipping that for a sound effect later. What? Whoa. I do not hate you. I know you're liking Elvis. I'm wanting to click all the funny buttons, okay? There's like 100 buttons on here. Genius. Mothership. What does mothership sound like? Oh, I gotta turn it back. No, I'm just gonna bury myself. I said I hate you, you stupid Mike. The buttons I'm not a huge fan of because I don't want the noise. Wonder general settings. Vibrate on tap, sure, but I don't want it to beep whenever. There we go. I think I got it fixed.
Yes.
No, you pointed at. That's not what I said. Roll back the clip. That voice was like blurring out my not blurring out, but like not doing my thing. This actually has its own TTS. I'm betting it uses the normal voices though. We'll try Mr. X. And I made a dumb decision, a dumb choice by renaming my app I Am Big Dum Dum. Okay, generating a voice. Supposedly that is like Elon Musk.
I made a dumb choice by renaming my app. I Am Big Dum Dum.
That is horrid and should not exist. Yeah, no, voice mod, you need to stop this. But I do have
Emotional damage.
okay. Should I actually get to the gameplay?
Plug.
Feel like this is not something I should play with while I am actually doing this, but oh, they have a politics category. See, the thing is like most of my voice effects would be managed by y'all. I really wish YouTube would add the ability for us to add those little like overlay effects or like have effects in the description or something like a soundboard so that you guys could have like a little soundboard that you can click on those sounds. YouTube.
Number one.
That one has loud on it, so yeah. I should definitely be getting to the game. I should still be getting to the game. But I'm having so much fun too. Games. Okay, we gotta see if there is a creeper. Creeper. Come on, you gotta get one with the explosion. There we go, that's the one we want. My soundboard, add. And then, sound from my soundboard. Yo. Now I have...
Hulk smash. Emotional damage.
Okay. I've had my stupidity. I think we can get to the gameplay now. Is that good? I think we're good with that, right? Oh, FBI, open up. We should do that. See, I need... these sounds are actually good to have for, like, on my little board here. For when, like, there's a funny moment and I need to add this.
FBI, open up! FBI, open up!
FBI.
Nope, too much. I think the 3-second one is the best one.
FBI, open up!
I think that one, yeah, the first one we did was the best one. FBI, open up. That was terrible. You're welcome to shoot me now. Don't record that. That moment there is a actually get the FBI coming to my house moment. The CIA will kill anybody for any reason. Honestly, I think that's their main reason for existing. Okay, why am I keeping on clicking on multiplayer? Why do I have multiplayer on this mod pack? Because like I only use it for one or for two worlds. One is my creative version of this survival world that I don't use. I need to duplicate this. I need to clone this world save, and I need to have like a way to like make a parallel thing. One of the things I want to build is a iron farm to make kind of an iron golem factory. But the big thing we need to do is get power into here and get some power distribution set up. You're not wrong. It's in the video. I mean, it's definitely in the video for the stream. I need to go back and start actually editing my streams, but I kind of want to get to the point where like my streams are up and then I have an editor that comes in, edits them, and then edits them down. And then once they're edited down, we take the stream off. And so they kind of roll in over each other over time. And so like the stream video might be like 2 weeks behind the streams, and it might be 2 or 3 streams just kind of cobbled together, which would be cool. Or maybe we keep the full stream up and still do that. That way people who miss the stream get the highlight reels, which is kind of the main thing that I watched anything LTT related was the WAN show, because I liked their discussions on there. Speaking of which, I don't know that they're coming back. I legitimately don't think that they are coming back at this point. Let me check. I haven't seen anything. I've kind of kept an eye to see if they are. No, they haven't posted anything today. And usually they get started with WAN show soon-ish. I hear it on repeat. Oh, Lord. No. Okay. So I want to build up the system here to have kind of power distribution or like little power points. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to get a water wheel on probably this side of the building. Why are you adding me? Was I added in Discord or something? Close that. Close that. I don't need all these file things. That chat window is not helpful. Voice mod is. OBS is necessary. That's necessary. That's not really necessary. Discord. No, why would you do that? That's evil. I will be taking one of the things because I really wanted a sound effect like it, but it sounds so bad. I actually want to get, so SpeakerBot, I figured out how to supposedly get the text-to-speech working on SpeakerBot, which is a companion to StreamerBot. But the API for the text-to-speech thing is a pain in the keister. Like, one of the things I dislike about anything Google API-wise is it's not simple. And like, I'll go watch a video, I'll follow the steps to the video, and the steps to the video are inaccurate. Like, every time. I feel like they intentionally are changing that UI like every week just to mess with developers. And I know I'm probably exaggerating. Oh, the other thing is we probably need to make a villager breeder. Get Tryign to watch the stream. Also like the stream, people. So yeah, ultimately one of the things that I'm trying to do as well is I'm building up a chat analysis tool. So every stream will kind of generate a bunch of stuff that'll eventually be fed into de-anonymized methods of building up like a chat, a viewer avatar, if you will, that I can use in consort with like ChatGPT and junk to make more, like, throw video ideas at people without even presenting them to y'all and kind of get a general idea based on how y'all talk, which is kind of interesting. And like, I don't know, I find it cool. I don't know how well it's going to work. And to be honest, it's not like I'm doing it too seriously. I think I only did it for like one stream. So, but yeah, like I like using those video idea politics. The government's wanting to kill everybody. The government sucks. There you go. Bada bing, bada boom. That is a summary of all of politics in one video. Okay, we need iron, and we need andesite, and we need a water wheel. Oh, that's right. They updated the water wheels. Okay, we have a shaft, and then we have planks. That's just so hard. Shaft. Planks. Awesome sauce. So I feel like we can probably put this guy right about here. Ooh, that's actually a lot higher. Maybe we put him here. Yeah, that's how we do it. And we want that to mine out right there. Okay, and then we'll kind of build up like a little bit of a structure. I think we'll get some trapdoors and play with those. Going in my personal set of clips. So if you clip it on the stream just by using the clip button, which you're perfectly fine to do, you're welcome to share that. I do really want to try to do like clips of the month or something. So even if it's a moment that you don't feel like it's worth editing into a short, which is the main reason for that clip command. And I really wish YouTube would let me, if y'all like made a clip, I could download it. But the thing is too, actually, I don't think the editing, a lot of editing would be, no, it would be because of how my thing is laid out right now. In the future, my stream layout's going to be set up so that I could theoretically edit my short straight from the video, just using a script. Yeah, I need to just have like a NAS that I can have all my clips on that I keep, because there's a lot that I delete. And actually I keep, for every clip that y'all make, I have a vertical and a horizontal version of it. That's really cool, and I love it that I can do that. And theoretically, when YouTube starts short live streaming, or if I ever actually make it on TikTok, I can actually start streaming on TikTok and on here, or if Twitch ever does that. We'll see. My brain cell has been running on the fact that we need to do something, and I keep on forgetting like mid-sentence every 2 seconds. Trapdoors. So we need more planks. I guess we'll go with these guys. We want some twappy doors. I'm gonna kill myself. Doodah. Doodah. Where is my food? All the dude all die. I will be honest, I feel like one of the mods on here doesn't really fit well, but well, share it with me. I mean, heck, if it's a viewer edit, I can make that something. Probably add a little bit of more of a, you know, filter it up, and then kind of add a little bit of a pizzazz to it. But other than that, usually those are pretty easy to mod. I don't have an axe, so darn it. Where'd they go? There they are. I need dirt block. There we go. Okay. And then I need one more for that. Yeah, no, it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, I would probably take and do an additional edit pass if we wanted to post it on my channel, but that's just if it's going on my channel. If you post it, that's fine. It's a fan account. I'm not going to be too worried about it either. If there's stuff that like, I'm like, I would rather not have that in there, then I would directly contact you and say, yo, can we like not put that little bit in there? And usually it's only going to be like, you know, okay, that looks like really bad, and I would really rather that not exist. But that's just kind of requesting out of courtesy for myself. I have a feeling that fan accounts will get those, especially more official ones, where they'll be like, I don't know. There are days where I definitely show that I have
Emotional damage!
I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. I also have to say that I just want to... Where's my bleep button? I don't have a bleep button. I does not have... My bleep button don't work. It is stupid. You hear that, Mr. Villager? You are stupid. Yeah, you run away. Otherwise, I would do things to you. That sounds much worse. I am Soviet. Blee, blee, blee. I have not built a single bucket, and I don't think I have much iron left. Ew. Do I have to go back down to the mines? I want to be a miner. I want to be a 49er. Oh, there we go. We have the stuff to make a bucket. I don't think anybody got the miner 49er joke. I am showing my age there. And that is how we get water power. Now, to make sure that this thing is safe, I'm gonna have to like wall that off, like add fence posts or something, because like, or maybe I should add like a danger sign. I don't know. But yeah, like I can't do bubble elevators or anything either, which kind of sucks. So the big thing is I want all of this to be connected to that guy. So I think we'll probably wind up putting him here. This guy, we'll have to bring this guy up. So we're gonna need kelp to make belts. How am I gonna get kelp? I have not thought through my plans. Not one bit. I need to see if Helix... It would be kind of cool if Helix joined. I feel like he would get a laugh out of this moment. Well, technically speaking, it's not really a... they insulted themselves by existing. And yes, I just said what I said. But yeah, stage a coup. Yeah, there's a reason why most coups. You got that mad about it. Okay. I mean, I'm never going to be a fan of communism ever, and I don't really, if you knew what Soviet Russia did, you would not praise them at all. I know, but the thing is like, I mean, it's covering a pig with lipstick, kind of a thing, when it comes to their stuff, that stuff. It's like the Mormon church and stuff. Like, there's some really nasty things that most people ignore. I cannot find kelp for the life of me, and it is frustrating. Where's my grappling hook? I want to get home so I can eat. Have I eaten today? I'm pretty sure I've eaten today. Yeah, I just ate shrimp ramen noodles. So yes, I did eat. Yeah, that's the main problem with communism and socialism. They inherently require a highly centralized government in order to do it on a large scale. And so inherently, that tends to lead to much greater corruption over time. To a degree that, yeah. I mean, yeah, so some Soviets loved their lives. Others were put on a train. If anybody knows what I'm referencing to by the trains, you know why I am. You get it. It's one of those things where ultimately, when it comes to Soviet Russia, to Venezuela, to pretty much every communist country out there, it required them killing a whole lot of people to even make it remotely work. And even then, it didn't work that well. So, you know, unless you can make a system that actually avoids that, I don't think you'll get away with it. Okay. I need to put a shaft there, and then I need to get a second shaft. I need to make belts. So, step one is belts. To make belts, we need kelp. To get kelp, we need to get in the water. Also, these need to come one block forward in order for everything to work right. Or rather, the press does, but in order for the press to do that, we need to have that there. I don't have a dirt block to work as scaffolding. Yeah, no. Well, and like, that's where I say the family unit naturally must be socialistic. And so there is some level where socialism works. Yes, and that's the other thing, is I also think there is a level where even monarchy works better than democracy, and even democracies begin to lose their strength. But where those lines are is much, much harder, and it's mostly because we don't have a whole ton of failed democracies to go look at yet. I think we're hitting that era. Like, the next group of major nations will probably be the ones, you know, like, hey, I mean, Canada is losing it. America's losing it. Canada, America, I mean, even England to some degree. Like, and that's the other thing, is like, England's kind of losing their monarchy. I know some Englishmen will not care for me to say that, but I have a strong sense that that is happening. Wait, we can make a, ooh, oh wait, a small stress capacity. What's the difference? Okay, what's the difference between these two? Okay, much, much bigger. Large power wheels draw, okay, from adjacent. Okay. Covering additional sides will not improve further kinetic energy. Okay. These rotate only at half their speed, but provide substantially higher stress capacity. Okay, use wood planks on the wheel to change its appearance. Okay, so I can change the appearance of the water wheel. That's cool. I know a lot of the Commonwealth countries, I mean, I think even Australia still somewhat respects the Queen. Not sure about New Zealand. Okay, so this guy. From adjacent water blocks. Okay. Covering additional sides will not improve connect output further. So I may as well just have it flow over like 5 separate water wheels. Okay, I think I have a better idea. So I think what we need to do is we need to make a bunch of andesite stuff. And then we need to just extend this all the way out, and we need to raise it up a level. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by getting my water bucket so I don't kill myself. Also, my voice is doing this stupid glitch thing.
A voice line being inserted.
You hear that voice, Mud? Okay, I hate that voice. There we go. Oh, this is the one. Oh, wait. What's this one?
What does this button do? Ew.
You. Ooh. Okay.
Voice mod off. Voice mod pulls a stupid every once in a while. There we go. That's what I want. You're acting like I mean, I do act really dumb for the fact that I actually have the degrees I do. Never mind. Don't worry about a thing. Because every little thing is gonna be alright. I said, don't worry about a thing. Because every little thing is gonna be alright. Hey, it's all good. I'm fine with, how to phrase it, kind-spirited joking or picking. There is a line there, of course, and I think you know it, like, because I've ran into some people who they don't know that line. That is true. Yeah, you probably know what I'm referencing, anyways. But yeah. Oh, so streamer bot. The other cool thing is I think they set up new triggers with the stuff. Let me see. Oh, they have a Elgato. Oh yeah, there we go. Integrations. YouTube. Start, ended, updated. Chat. General. New sponsor, new sub. Present viewers. Membership. gift membership. Oh, no. Nothing really new. I really want to get to the fan funding stage so that I can actually use half these buttons. Wait, they're still updating that game? I guess, yeah, it is one of the games. I'm kind of doing some stuff regarding like the history of YouTube, and I think TF2 is one of the games I plan to mention in the video because it's one of those like really old games like Minecraft that received continuous updates for a long time. Okay, so I need to make a bunch of these, which means I need a good bit of wood and a good bit of andesite. So, okay, I might be able to make a couple more. How many blocks does water reach? It hasn't been updated in many years. That is valid. I'm assuming that, yes, the community is very excited about this, and I am just genuinely not aware of how excited they are for this. Okay, so I can only put these every other. They were thinking they could be smart. Guess what? Boosh. Okay. Nope, that's not what I wanted. There. Block. Shift click. Place. So I'm assuming that I will be seeing lots of you playing TF2 in the next week. I mean, I'm hyped for City Skylines 2. Like, have you seen the gameplay footage from that yet? It's nuts. It's crazier than my great aunt Helga. I have just possibly doomed myself. I doth need more of the cobbled blocks. The blocks of the cobble. The cobbling. Just cobble. Oh, okay. I play, the only game like that I actually play is League. I haven't played it in a while. I should crack it back open. And I main Teemo. And yes, everybody hates me. Because Teemo is amazing and I can beat people. And I also have like pretty good skill at like retracting and actually using Teemo. Bruh. Yeah, so we can only get to that last. We can't even get to that last one. Yeah, I do know, like, Valve is not as good as I think people want to believe it is, when in fact, it most definitely is. No, it's raining! I must retreat. I'm glad I have ceiling now. I think I have... protection. There we go. Healing. There we go. Bro. No. We can't do anything. We need I can make the other contraption thing. I don't have planks. They are outside. They're in that chest. I don't have a ceiling. No. 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 You own a snazzy top hat. Yeah, I've seen like enough footage of it to know it's not really my cup of tea. But what's interesting to me is the way that Valve has kind of handled it. See, that's the interesting thing is community enforced laws. Like, I'm fairly certain that Mojang doesn't realize that the community, if they had teamed with the community, I feel like they could have said, hey, like, we want to find ways to improve stuff, and we think that making like a usage guidelines thing that's just a publicly owned document for Mojang out there that we as the people could kind of push our could like ask for and kind of help work changes in. They could straight up have like a fully enforced TOS, right? That they don't have to enforce. Like, think about that. Okay, I need a fan to do smelting and washing. Ooh. I am liking this fancy stained glass. We're gonna have to look at that. And the propeller is a thing of andesite and 4 of those, which we don't have the iron for. It is raining, so oh wait, I literally have a path to my mining area. So I guess we're gonna become a miner. And to dive. I'm gonna make an iron pick. That way I'm not having to use up as much of my iron. Also should craft a backpack. Oh yeah, well, I think for a game as big as Minecraft, because Minecraft is definitely bigger than TF2, it kind of requires that you have something written down so that everybody can agree. Huh. I've heard of the heavy character due to like some shorts and junk. Mostly like super low quality, utter garbage shorts. But yeah, on Steam, it's probably one of the bigger ones. I have a sense that it is, at least. No, the shorts that I see of it are very low quality, like bottom of the barrel content half the time. I mean, I get that. I could tell. Yeah, no, I mean, I don't know. I have different expectations probably, which is probably why I wouldn't fit well, because it's like I have expectations, I guess. Wait, there's a drip here. If I get hit by one of these drip particles, do I get damage? No, I don't. Good. Okay. They didn't think about that, which is a good thing for me. Oh, Lord. Isn't it the same game that Skibbity Toilet like is using their assets? If I'm not mistaken, like it's all from that particular game. You know what? I forgot torches. You want to know why I can't get them though? Because all my coal is in the furnace outside. Gary's mod, okay. Aren't they related though? All right. Yeah, no, I've seen them play Gmod. They did it for like a game night one night. I wasn't really into it that much when I saw it. It's one of those things where like I've looked at it before, but once I really looked at it, I was like, nah, no. No, no, no. Again, it seemed like they had
Emotional damage!
it's just not my cup of tea. I know I am particular about my games. I get it. But I also have to like spend money. And I have some games that I really want to play that are a little pricey. i.e. City Skylines. It is way pricey. Like, I think it's reasonable to debate if it's not overpriced. Oh, I forgot I can't touch water. Ah! No, you stupid skeleton. Your cousin killed me 10 minutes ago. You will not. I'm gonna go stand on redstone so I can regain my power and turn on healing. Come on, what's the point where it turns on? But yeah, I am, right now I'm saving up for a couple things. This is a really cool... Oh, that's a dungeon. Diamonds, lapis. I don't know. It's been one of those games where every time I go and look at it, I'm like, I don't want to spend my money on this. Oh, that's a witch. Kind of wish I had something with a lot more. Okay, Little Miss Witch. I like that TF2 is free. Okay, well, TF2 is one of those ones where I was just like, I don't want to play this. Absolutely. Like, it's not one I don't think you can convince me. Take this. I need another waystone so that I can put it at the bottom of this so that I don't have to walk down every single time. I don't know. And maybe I need to go look back at Gary's mod again. Because my opinion on games does also vary a lot. Like, day to day. Like, there are even days where I'm like, I don't want to do Tears of the Kingdom. And there are days that I'm like, I don't really like Minecraft. There are days, so, you know. Maybe I need to go look back at it. Give it another shot. I would say that no. Namely because Minecraft has had a huge influence on pretty much every area of the gaming industry. Now, you might say that it might have slightly more cultural influence in theory. But I don't see a whole ton of references to it myself, and it's not one of those things where most people get the references. So in the greater culture, I don't see it as being majorly influential until the whole skibbity toilet thing. And I would say even then, if TF2 is influential, then it would have to be Gary's mod because of the argument about skibbity toilet. Well, that's the thing. If it is actually influential, I shouldn't have to play to start be getting these references. So I just don't see. You know, it's like talking about how FNAF might have as a matter of fact, I would say, because of my experiences with the church and with like kids in the church, I would say FNAF has a greater, if you're going to argue that, FNAF has to have the greater influence. I know you don't care about it, but I know that I'm not in that community, so I can actually see it from an outside perspective. And from my perspective, you know, stuff from that genre, that cluster of games that Valve made with get out of my swamp, or my house, or my bed. Wish you were affected by stupid. Here's my. Can I sleep? There we go. But yeah, I would say if you're going to make the argument that TF2 is more impactful on culture than, and this is based on discussions that I had with younger kids back when I was from 13 to now, in general, if I'm talking to younger kids, FNAF is the game, or Minecraft. And so I would say that if you're going to make the argument, you would have to say that FNAF is more impactful on culture than Minecraft. Because I'm talking about just the general day-to-day discussion with different people. Nobody has really talked about TF2 till I've been talking with you. Well, if they never experienced it, then I don't think that it's one of those things where you also have to realize that there's time related to it. They may have had an impact on a subgenre of gaming for a while. But so has Scrolls, which nobody hears about anymore, or World of Warcraft, which they basically made the MMORPG genre. And then ultimately that goes all the way down to D&D. And so like, you got to look at, like, if you look at the most impactful game, actually, I would sit down, if we're talking about the argument, the most culturally impactful game to have been made, I would have to say might actually be D&D. Because think about it, it's the only game where it is actually starting to become more and more normal. It's among the games that have had actual movies made about them. Yes, you have Sonic, and Sonic's one of those that has had impact, but I don't think that has started to fade. But D&D is one where it is ubiquitous in the gaming. It's even impacted Minecraft. Like, D&D has directly impacted Minecraft, as a matter of fact. And I guarantee you, if you look at TF2, I want to play a session of D&D. I have not had the opportunity to do said activity. I'm hoping to get with some friends about that soon, but I think I'm gonna poke. And I know Mia's got a group that she's been playing with, and I'm hoping, cross my fingers, that I can get in with them at some point. Oh, I know it takes a while. That's one of those remove. Okay. Also, what does the topography look like now that I've added my base? It's different. Okay. Planks. That's what I needed. This whole not being able to use water thing is a pain in the keister. But yeah, so I would definitely not say TF2 has had the largest impact on gaming. It has definitely had an impact. I'm not saying it has not had an impact. But what I am saying is that I don't agree that it has had the biggest impact. I would say there are and especially bigger than Minecraft. Because you also have to consider that I would say without Minecraft, I don't think you would have gaming on YouTube. Like, at all. Mind you, I think that kind of also puts... What? Did that just sort my... That's how that mod works. Oh my gosh. This will make my life so much easier. Okay. Sorry, my brain got... Whee! Planks, andesite. Gravel, diorite. I don't think we have any andesite. I know we can use this. Well, that's the thing, is that you existed isolated, which means that as much as you guys think you're seeing an impact, I don't think that impact is being actually seen. Is that to negate the fact that you have had one? No, I don't think... I think it would be one of many foolish arguments to say that TF2 has had zero impact. But to say it's had greater than Minecraft, I don't think you can really form that argument well, just due to one time and due to just general conversation. Because when you're talking about cultural influence, that's a really high bar. Usage. No. What am I looking for? That's right. I need a mixing stand to do that. Darn it. Team-based shooters would not exist like they do. I mean, yeah, I could agree that it's probably made its own genre, but team-based shooter games are a microcosm, you know, at least from my perspective. Or wait, team-based shooters. I don't know why I was thinking turn-based. Turn-based is not team-based. Team-based shooters. So you're talking about like Fortnite and, or wait, is Fortnite one? I don't know what all are team-based shooters. Because then you also have to discuss whether or not League of Legends then had an impact on that technically. I mean, I think that, yeah, I mean, it could have had an impact on that. Okay, October 10th, 2007. Oh, okay, it's in a genre of games that I really do not like Overwatch and stuff. Which I guess, yeah, I could see that. Ultimately, it extends from Team Fortress, which is another completely different game that's based out of Quake. And so in reality, it's actually Quake that seems to have started that genre. That's the thing, is if you're going to say, well, it started this genre, you have to look at the what you spawned. And if you don't like it, then you go back in. Like, I can't impact that one. And I'm not saying that's good, bad, or neutral. Honestly, I think I agree. Like, I would not want to be compared to Fortnite. I would not want any of the games I ever produced to be compared to Fortnite, because it's not a good game, but it's because it has immoral developers. Which I know I'm gonna probably get some toddler to come whine at me. I said that the Epic Games is an unethical company that wants to teach kids how to gamble. Well, okay, if you're gonna pull that, it's like you're talking about the descendant of a game. If you're, you know, the sequel, and so yeah, like the Team Fortress series may have helped form that, but ultimately those are both from Quake, and like, yes, Quake is absolutely a major impact because it literally spawned the shooter genre of games, and that is a whole branch of games. Well, I think Minecraft, and mind you, Minecraft had its parents. Spawned the sandbox kind of build it your way style game. And it was the first one to really get deep roots, which is hard in the gaming industry for games like that. And again, it's the most sold games. You can go to normal people and talk about it. Yeah, Doom as well. That's right. Wolfenstein. Yeah. I wonder. Oh yeah, I got saw blades. I got saw blades for days. Okay, I need belts. I need precisely 2 more. I also need to cover that hole up. But yeah, I mean, I think it's had an impact. If you're going to talk about cultural impact, I see Overwatch as being more of an impact. And the reason why I say that is because, like, if you go talk to a normal person, which one are they going to understand more? If I go mention Team TF2 to a normal everyday person, am I going to get a weird look, or am I going to get them to sit down, talk about the game? And I think Overwatch is is more likely to be a game that people would understand. Not necessarily saying it's better or worse. Frankly, probably it's worse. I mean, in like programmer circles, I've heard of it. And maybe that's changing right now. Because the other thing that I think might be, you know, something that you know, maybe is blindsiding me, and you're not. What the? That's not what I wanted. I mean, that could be valid. I could see that. Like, I'm not saying that it's never. I think I'm chasing a rabbit. I think the ultimate thing is that what we're discussing is like, what game is the most impactful game ever? Which I honestly think is actually a bad idea to discuss now that I'm thinking about that more thoroughly. Because if we think about it, right? Each game wound up spawning different genres, and that created the world that we know. But these games also had impacts on each other. Like, would Mario be as successful as it is today if there wasn't a Sonic? You know, Doom is kind of its own thing. I feel like Doom is kind of weird in general. Just, it's its own thing. It is eternally immortalized somehow. I hate these things. Lime guy. Crap. Gotta get away from my house. Do. Where's my skim? There's two of them. Okay, I need to get them right about here. No, I'm in water. Oh, iron bars. Hello. Yeah, I've played a little bit of Doom. It was one of those games where I was like, nah, it is not worth my time. And I know that a lot of people are like, that's terrible. I'm like, I don't care. I have my opinions, you have yours, and we agree to disagree, and that's it. Like, I don't find it enjoyable. I can get where people would find it enjoyable. And again, like, I'm not trying to say TF2 never had an impact, because I think pretty much every game that has a like the fact that I can somewhat recognize the name TF2 and I can recognize the characters to some degree means that has had an impact, right? This isn't, I don't know, what's an obscure game I played? Harvest Moon, right? That means nothing to most people. Actually, no, it does have, but it does have an impact because it's what inspired Stardew Valley and Animal Crossing. So it's one of those, like, you think about it and then you have to go back and rethink it. I almost feel like every major game out there you can kind of extract to some obscure, weird game that very, very few people played and that had no impact. As a matter of fact, Minecraft has that, which is really interesting. Like, you can make a crummy game that appears to have no impact on the gaming industry, but you are the very thing that inspires what creates a new wave of innovation in gaming. And so, in effect, your crummy game that only like 10 people bought is in reality the most impactful game in the industry. Which is kind of an interesting idea too. Huh. Full circle, eh? FYI, I'm also thinking about all of this while talking, so if it doesn't seem like it's coherent or consistent, it's because it's not. You're dumb. Yeah, that. I need to start working on. I have like an idea for something called a wavy life. It's a wave function collapse based life sim. It's more complicated than you would realize because I want to use it for a lot of the game itself. I mean, theoretically, isn't like the first game, it wasn't the first video game ever created Pong? I'm fairly certain it's Pong. Okay, it was a precursor to Kong. Pong. That's what I meant. Yeah. Yeah, so wave function doesn't work well for, well, it can work well for certain features. As a matter of fact, I feel like Minecraft should use it for village building because it can create really clever, I mean, they kind of actually do it because they use the jigsaw, which has like various node systems. So if they add a little bit more logic to those, I think they could kind of do that. Okay. Wow, okay. Somebody launched like 4 games at one time. I need to get belts. So we had to figure out a way to make kelp, which probably is going to require a boat. We have a boat. Okay. So we have to find a source of kelp. And then we've got to find a way to extract the kelp without getting ourselves killed. And then we have to find a way to farm said kelp so that we can actually have a good amount of it. This is actually going to be a challenge because we can't touch water during this whole process. I have an idea for the build for the kelp farm. That'll probably be next week before I get to it, but I want to at least get kelp tonight. So I'm pretty sure if we go out this way, there'll be some kelp out this way, so. I can agree. Fallout is actually a game I can agree had a very significant impact. Yeah, that's the thing, is like, ultimately, when you sit down and really look at it, the gaming industry is a very complex, this inspired this, that inspired this. Yeah. And that's the thing, too, is oftentimes it's like the third or fourth try at the same idea that is genuinely successful. Okay. Our power destroys water. How can we break kelp without... Ooh. Yes! We got kelp. Had 2 pieces. I got a couple pieces. Just gotta wait for them to come up to the surface. Where are they? There they are. Come on, come on, come on. Get in my pocket. Me and my monkeys. Yeah, so Fallout is one of those odd games where I feel like the franchise has an impact that the game differs with too, because the franchise, the concept of Fallout reaches beyond the default games, because you have Fallout Shelter, which was a type of game I actually liked, versus Fallout Base, which is the, you know, front thing. Okay, so now I need to make a 2-block tall water container so that I can farm these guys. And then I need enough kelp to make a belt. So we can use that to do that, but then we can also use it to make belts, which is it here? No. Oh, 6. We have 7. Haha. I guess. I mean, that's where I think those games, I don't know. I am a person that has very, very particular preferences, and right or wrong, like, I have them. Which I don't really know that it's ever wrong to have a preference. Like, you do you, you enjoy the game. Like City Skylines, I know there's a lot of people who wouldn't care for it because it's really in the weeds. I don't know why I care for it. I'm not usually as big on city sims. Like SimCity. It is interesting that there are games. There was like an era where most of the shoot 'em up games had story. But yeah, like my family had Sims games. And I played like some of the city ones, and they're like okay, but not like I would pay money to buy this kind of a thing. Like, it's my family has it. I kind of am curious kind of a game. Like I wouldn't pay to get Sims 4, for example. Even though some of my friends enjoy it a lot, like, you know, it's free now. Okay, well, that excuse is gone, but still, it's kind of like if I'm not going to pay money to play it, I probably still won't play it either way. I have nothing for you, buffoon. I do need to set you guys up with a breeder. You bought it just in time to miss the refund.
Emotional damage.
Yeah, that sucks. I hate it when that happens, but like, they also have to announce a cutoff. You peed yourself? Or were you peed on? I am confused. Oh, peeved. Peeved is what you're looking for. Not peed. That sounds very different. And I'm very certain you would not want to be peed. Oh, yeah. You need to make goggles and a mixer and a there we go. Basin. I think I have the stuff for that. Team, yeah. I mean, I think that it's reasonable, and I think what will be interesting is if Valve handles the game well going into the future. Oh, that's zinc, not andesite. But I do have andesite alloy. I think I have enough to make the basin, which means that I can make half-priced. Oh, yeah. I now have the stuff to make half-priced pressed stuff. Things. Yeah, I mean, I think that TF2 could have a greater impact if they stay good, right? Because if they can prove to the gaming industry that you can actually build a self-regulated industry that can be somewhat guided by like content creators and kind of quasi marketing people, because I feel like at some point content creators are going to be kind of hired on as a marketing division. Like City Skylines, they have hired Biffa basically to kind of help run their marketing side while prepping for CS2. Oh, I know. But that's the thing, is if you can prove that you can do it with zero Valve support, then having minor support from the company who's like, hey, we want y'all to self-regulate, we want y'all to manage your stuff, and we're here to facilitate discussion, bring in content creators, and keep things well organized to prevent problems going forward. I could see that being the model that bigger companies do. Mind you, I also think that there's a way for much of that to become, big evil megacorp type stuff. So that's a whole nother set of dangers, Well, I mean, the thing is like, what is your brand associated to? And the thing is that realistically, you're not long term. Even though it's 12 years, for a company, you're talking 20 to 25 before it's long term. It's cemented in the culture. You have a whole generation that has lived in the world without this, that has this game in existence. Oh, I had my light on for reading earlier. So, I mean, in theory, at 20 years, I think that's the point where it's like, hey, this game now has to be having a new generation of players start coming in, or else it's going to die. And I think that actually stands for Minecraft too, as long term. And Minecraft at one point was a self-regulating-ish body. I mean, y'all might be. I don't doubt you. I mean, I would like to see numbers first, but with that growth, right, is that you have to have well, I mean, you're talking about active players, which again, I haven't looked at the numbers, so I wouldn't be able to say yes or no. So I'm saying I'm kind of taking your word for this, but I still probably need to go look. Here, let's go pull up Steam player statistics by game. Steam charts, there we go. Why is Game Dev Tycoon skyrocketing? Rust, Apex Legends, TF2, number 4, has a peak player base and hourly played. But what does your historic graph look like? Let's go 1 year. Okay, so around July 10th, you'll have a spike, but you'll have kind of decayed down. So y'all were, let's see here, the most recent peak after the other one is in, well, that's in 1 year. Let's go all time. Okay, so seems like early on 80 to 70K, which is reasonable. I have the stats up right now. I can't display them right now, but yeah, I'm looking at the graph right now. So it looks like, you know, after your initial release, you had about 100,000 people, and then it kind of decayed quickly to, we'll say 70 to 80 players on average. Into around 2017, where you pop back up to 97, didn't still return to that 100,000 peak at the beginning. So still kind of overall negatives. You have a little bit of kind of like sporadic up to 100,000s in the 2019, 2020 range. Those are probably regular updates, I'm guessing. 2020, you start going up to 130 regularly for a while, and you stay up over 100,000 till 2022, 90,000 there, which is no updates. Okay. But other than, and then after right about November 2022 is your last peak before it decayed all the way down to around 89, so that 90K, that's kind of your natural holding state. Like if you drew a straight line of like what your basis number of players was, I would put it at probably 85 to 90, somewhere in that ballpark. And then, yeah, with this update, so this update must have had a marketing push or something, you'll peaked all the way up to 200,000. And that was in July. So June, July, August, that was last month. And then this month, you're all the way back down to 130. I would say that next month you will see yourselves back at that average of around 80 to 90K. So in reality, y'all had a peak. I don't think it's sustainable growth. I am fairly confident looking at the kind of this popularity chart. Well, then hopefully it comes back up. And the other thing is you have things like Gary's Mod and this skibbity toilet thing that could create kind of a cultural push that the community could build a marketing strategy around TF2. You know, now one of the issues, of course, too, that you get is that Valve can just take the game off, which is actually something I morally disagree with, but I have a sense that it's not costing them enough to warrant them taking it off, or they know that the backlash would be bad enough that it would hurt them too much. So, I mean, I would say, like, yeah, it's definitely a pretty okay spot, but I know that y'all aren't directly related, but it's that indirect pull. I mean, the thing is Valve's done some I mean, there's a class action lawsuit against Valve right now, actually, regarding some of their practices. So, I mean, I will be very honest. It wouldn't shock me. And the thing is that they're more and more intangible by the day, and they're really the only major enough game distributor to matter, if that makes sense. Like, Epic is not that great of a launcher, of a game launcher, and I mean, there's Origin, like there's one or two others, but really not many of them are big enough to be concerned about. This being said, I have a sense that y'all, if the community were to put up a legal fund and basically tell Valve, it's like, look, we're either going to sue your pants off or you're going to give us back our game, which actually I think would be the better option, is for y'all to just go and straight up sue them, because there's a lot of games that they take down where you can't download it anymore. But I own the game. No, you own a license to use the game as long as we have it available, which is dumb, and I disagree with that mentality whatsoever. If you bought a game, you should own the game. You should be able to download it at any point, and realistically, or you can at least download it from the server and transfer it from device to device on your own. You don't need it to be something that you have to have the Valve Steam launcher. You can just have a download of the game. The thing is that if that community actually riots, I think that will prove Valve's point that it is damaging. And so it's like, I would say don't riot. Take them to the court of law. If your community, if y'all believe that much in your community, then put money where your mouth is and fight. If they pull it off, of course, which, I mean, there's a huge debate of if they would, and I think that's a welcome debate. I think that's a positive discussion, that if y'all want that community to succeed, y'all should have that discussion. Bring it up. Hey, what happens? Make an action plan. If y'all actually communicate enough and have leaders, have a game plan. And basically say, it's like, look, if Valve takes it off, this is what we're going to do. And Valve's going to hate y'all for that. Ironically, it might accelerate them closing things down. But if y'all have a game plan of, hey, day Valve does that, we're just signing a class action. Yeah, like, that's the thing. So if y'all have a community, now you have to make sure that y'all don't have any Valve team members on that server. Or if there is Valve team members, you have that separate. That way, you're not worrying about legal garbage. It's raining again. Thank you, Sir Ivan Colum. And all my coals there. Ah! Need iron. Oh, there's some torches. I can use them. I need to extend my roof. But yeah, I mean, like, that's the thing. You have a place or a plan. Because plot could be place or plan. I just realized that. Like, that's the thing, is having that kind of in place, I think, is a good decision, because then you're not both. I feel like you're intentionally dropping letters now. Sorry. But, I think that that's the best decision, because then if y'all have thought through that plan, you're not making emotional decisions. You've already made the decision for when the emotion arises, and now your emotion can fuel the decision you already made. Oh, you can provide a Discord. Ah! 9. But I mean, that's the thing. It's like, if they want to have that discussion, I think that that's a good discussion for them to sit down and have as a community, because like Valve's done it before. I probably won't join that, honestly, my man. Baby zombie. No, no, no. You are allowed to die. That is all. Why don't I have my scimitar thing? Can you go away? I think we took care of him. Now to not fall in the hole. I mean, that's the thing, is I think that they want to make it reasonable why they remove the game. Which, I mean, I think that there's reason to say that that's something to try, but andesite. What is scoria used for? Is this more of just like a decorative block? It looks like it's more of a decorative. Yeah, it's more decorative than anything. Yeah, I mean, nostalgia is definitely a weapon. But the thing too is, like, they could get clever, and I think the best option for Valve, of course, is to milk the community. Like, if you have a community that dedicated, it's probably worth just investing in them, because they're probably gonna pay for stuff. Oh, no, 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 no. Need to run away. Eat some food. Quickly. I mean, do they actively earn that money, though, is the thing. Because I would like to, you know, like, that's one of the things that they would have to be looking at. Which, mind you, that might be why they made this update. Is like, okay, yeah. And the thing, too, is like, what I would do if I was Steam and I wanted to kind of get rid of supporting the game, stop supporting the game, is I would, you know, now mind you, I actually have a moral code, so I would still do this either way. If they no longer wanted to support the game, is release a thing, but is Valve getting a cut of that? Because if Valve isn't getting a cut of that, they don't care. Like, that can just disappear. They don't give a rip. Oh, so they actually have an in-game monetary trading system. Interesting. Yeah, then I don't see a reason why they're going to try to shut down. stupid thing. Like, if they're making a lot of money, they should probably not bite the hand that's feeding them. Then again, is that even comparable to the other cuts that Steam makes? Which, you know, mind you, Steam is... I have a strong sense Steam is going to be forced to allow a competitor to come into existence soon. Solely for the purpose that CSGO escape. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, is like, CSGO is our flagship item, which, mind you, I know a lot more people who play CSGO than play, like, at college. Most of the people would talk about CSGO or COD. Yeah, most, and mind you, I was with a really nerdy bunch, too. I never really made friends. So that's the thing. It's like most of them didn't even mention TF2. And that's one of the things where, like, I'm not... I don't know. I mean, I think the whole gaming industry right now is coming to a rude awakening. Most of the tech industry, to be honest, because there's a lot of immoral activity going on with the decision-making process for a lot of games. Like, especially games. In any game with a server that's hosted by the company, they kind of want to act like, you know, they can just pull the cord on when you can stop playing. Case in point is, case in point would be, my brain died. I don't like that. Yeah, I see it. Where are we going? We are going upstairs. I want to get a 5-hour energy. 5-hour energy put a 2,000 milligram caffeine drink out. I kind of want to buy one, just one. I don't want to buy more than one, and try it on stream. Like, I have a sense if it's got that much caffeine, mind you, I think it's the whole bottle, not per serving, because most of the bottles, like this one's 2 servings. Oh no, 1 again. No. No, that would be no. Let me go look this up. I'm gonna go. Let's sleep, and then I'm gonna pull up my usual tab. Why do I have 2 ads again? I keep on getting ads all the time. Who added me all the way down here? Oh, it's my old my college's announcements page. Your friendly reminder that ARC tutoring. Whatever. I don't need tutoring. I'm already graduated. Shut up. Well, I guarantee you they haven't done it with this one because this is new. 5-hour energy drink. 5-hour energy drink. Can. I know there was one. Oh, there we go. The 5-hour energy drink. Let's go to Amazon.com. It is $30 with a bag of 12, 16 ounces. Oh, it's only 230 milligrams of caffeine. What? No. No. They have grape flavor. There was one. 2,000 milligrams caffeine. They should have a warning up here. Are you trying to? I love this. I have the AI generative experiment on for Google, so whenever I look something up, it gives me like a text block. And it gives me adverse side effect of caffeine at the top, which I find hilarious. Hilarious. Okay. Okay, 230 milligrams. That's 30 milligrams. Oh, gosh. Okay, so the one that everybody's freaking out about is a 230 milligram caffeine drink, which they're little like shots of caffeine.
Siri, what is my location?
It goes into my headphones. I don't have Siri. I don't use Apple. Apple can burn with the fire of 1,000 suns. Hey, GF. Perfect timing, Nate. GF is a resident. But let's see here. How much caffeine is in my Monster that I normally drink during streams? It's somewhere down here in the bottom. 145 per can. But every time I go and refuel, like tomorrow, when I go to refuel, which I usually do on Saturdays after I go to the store and I get a car wash, because I have a thing with a local car wash facility where you pay so much a month, and basically it's the equivalent of one car wash, but I do 2 a month, so it's actually worth it. I get a 300 milligram of caffeine bottle or can and just chug it down in like 5 minutes. And that's considered high? No. I can straight up take enough caffeine that would normally kill someone and act just fine. That's only because of you, Apple fanboy. And that was from a while back, too. I have a sense that most tech companies are going to die in the next 10 years, actually. Wow. Wow, Jeff. Woo. Wowza. Okay, that was spicy. Muy caliente. I have the base and I need the mixer. I mean, that's all it's good for anyways, is chucking. You won't be able to get it repaired, of course. Actually, Apple recently made it to where the laptops have an IC chip that you now will have to go to a repair technician, a microprocessor repair technician, to swap it.
Hey Google, detonate my coffee machine.
Haha, I don't use Hey Google stuff. So,
Emotional damage.
So, yeah.
Oh wait, no. That's all right. That's all right.
Oh, yeah. They're great.
By whom? Do you have to go to the Apple store to get it repaired, or do you go to a repair technician that can usually do it much cheaper? That's the thing. I'm of the opinion that right to repair is a necessity, because without right to repair, you really don't own it. You are lending it from the company. 2 3 4. And actually, I'm going to need to get a blaze burner underneath that. Oh my gosh, this is so slow. Well, while we're waiting on that, we need andesite.
I'll give away my TF2 hat if you make a TF2 roll.
Yeah. And ultimately, I will say this too. I have a sense that the EU version of the iPhone is very different from the US. Because from what I've heard from most repair techs, is Apple is the worst to repair. Now, many of their anti-right to repair builds, like some of the stuff with the screen, have been adopted by other people in the phone industry, but that's because Apple has about a 50% market share as one phone type, which means that ultimately they do have a little bit more sway on the phone industry than they do on the laptop and computer industry. But I'm still not going to support Apple in any way, and that's just that. I need to strip a log. So, log, stripper, remove. Oh wait, no, I actually need to replace that. Where is it? Where'd it go? There it is. Shkadoosh. And then I need my andesite. Boosh. And then shift right click. That was a poor choice of words. I don't think I have another shaft, do I? Need to get a shaft for the... Oh, never mind, I have shafts. And then... Was that the fan? Oh. Yeah, and I do like that. I will admit that among the things that the EU is doing, that is surprisingly a good thing. I did not anticipate the EU actually doing a good job. Because 9 times out of 10, I kind of see their stuff as more closely related to draconian type stuff. Which, mind you, I don't support the UN or the EU. Actually. Like, as an organization as a whole, I don't support them, I should say. Okay, so I do need the mixer for that anyways. I am dumb. I bought Minecraft 1.7. That would be 13 which would be 10 years. Little over half my life, or a little under, actually. 10 out of 23, so that would be 1 out of every 2.3 years, or... I'm getting old. %? 43. Exactly today. Nice. Yeah, my parents were not big on letting me buy games when I was younger. Yeah, my parents were really weird about it. It's just a whole situation. Drama, garbage, things like that. Well, Java applets were, from what I have heard from some coworkers who actually used them, not good. Like, quite honestly, the opposite of good. Minecraft was your first video game. I'm at least hoping that's what you mean. Ye old Flash games. You don't want to be ye old flashed? Forget I said that. Flash games were a good time in gaming history, I feel. Like, good that. It is imperative that it be clippity clipped. Clip, clap, clap, and then clip it, clip, clap, clippers. Me clipping. Because I like to clip it, clip it. You like to clip it, clip it. We like to clip it. Everybody clip. Everybody clip. Everybody dance now. I've got the die. I'll put the die in diabetes. Bah humbug, my lord, bah humbug. I said, bah humbug, my lord, bah humbug. I said. Why, I say, dance, bounce. I said, I like to dance, dance, dance with my hands in my head. La li la. I don't remember how this song goes, so I'm gonna make it sound like I do. Hey, have a good night, GF. I'm probably going to, once I get this mixer set up, start prepping myself for the sleeps as well. Oh, that's right. You have a D&D group. What is the most unholy thing the church did? Oh, that's a hard one. Because a lot of stuff, it's like I know enough church history to actually know like cause and effect of a lot of the problems. And so it's like, it's not really like any one thing. I mean, the argument is to be made whether that was the church or the people using the church to excuse their genocides, which is the argument I would say is more accurate. That is more accurate to the truth. Is that a lot of people wanted to use the church as an excuse to commit genocide, which is just as wrong. I feel not right, but it explains it enough that I think is reasonable. Bruh. Like a Brokowski. Is there no good way to do this? Yeah, no, that's another one where it's like, I don't know a good answer for that, because it's kind of like any one thing you say, I feel like we could identify something that's just as bad, if not worse, depending on the context. And it's like, I just don't know. Because there's a lot of nasty stuff that people have used the church to excuse and to explain away. And I disagree with like 99.9% of it. What's the gearbox? 4 cogs in one of those. Is that worth it? That is kind of pricey, but I kind of like this flat design I have. I would not say the Holy Wars were among the worst, actually. I feel like there's definitely worse than the Crusades. Maybe. That's the biggest, if you want to talk about like the amount or volume, I would say that's probably one of the bigger like activities that the church itself did. Because a lot of things, it's individuals using the church as an excuse. And again, if you track that down, that's very common among, like, the Salem witch trials were actually stopped by Christianity, because a lot of Christians sat down and came in and were like, hey, the Bible doesn't say you can do this. Stop it. So it's one of those, like, is there a better way to, how do we quantify who is doing what, and when were they doing it wrong, and how they were doing it wrong, so that we can actually associate blame. And and I know it looks like I'm trying to deflect. I'm not. It's just one of those, like, I don't know that it's worth comparing, because there's a lot of bad. I do believe we should acknowledge the bad. I think it's wrong to not acknowledge the bad, actually. I don't want to have to place my basin in another position. So I need you there. And I need you here. So I need to get power from there. So what do I do? Flip up, I have to do that. But then I need to still do another 90-degree turn, unless... Ooh. There is a way, in theory. It is an insane sign. But if I can get one more belt, I could do it this. It is the most compact way. Bombs in humanitarian boxes? I have not heard of that one that the church was doing. I mean, I believe that's just objectively wrong. For anyone to do. Yeah. I mean, it's like the whole with Native Americans and the like illness blankets or the sick blankets. I'm basically just making an iron farm. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Hey. Just slide in right here. Come on, man. Come on. Okay. We like to call this Epstein's hole. You don't die. Can you please? In the hole. No, not on the block. In the hole. In the hole. Thank you. But yeah, I'm not sure on that. I would have to think more. Wait. It might be the jankiest way to do it, but it works. Yeah, that's one of those like, yeah. Oh, it's not fast enough. So I have to find a way to increase these guys' speed. Okay. I think that's a problem for another day. Because we're going to have to find a way to boost speed on this guy, which basically means that we need to do the whole double action with the kelp, probably. We'll figure that out at another time. But I am going to end it here tonight. So without further ado, this is Negative Light signing out. And God bless y'all. I do hope you have a good night. Yeah, I don't know where I don't know what's that conversation point we'll have. But yeah, I agree. Like, the church has done some pretty nasty stuff. I think ranking the worst is just not sure if it's a worthwhile endeavor, if you will. So adios, y'all. Have a wonderful